welcome to my channel. If you guys haven't met me yet, my name's Nicole. If you have, welcome back. You may know me online as Vegan Beauty Girl. Today I'm going to be going through my own vegan perfume collection. So I have been vegan now for about 11 years, and over the years I've collected a lot of perfumes. They're one of the more expensive items as far as vegan beauty goes. If you're quite new to the space, I imagine you probably haven't bought a lot yourself. So I thought it would be quite interesting to go through the ones that I've had and what works for me, what doesn't, and why. Yeah, I think it'd be quite an interesting video. First of all, you might be wondering, why aren't some perfumes vegan? So it's kind of a twofold answer. First of all, you've got the cruelty-free element. So a lot of the mainstream perfumes, including a lot of, I think including all celebrity fragrance perfumes, are gone through companies that sell in China. So that means that these companies will allow testing on animals to sell in the Chinese market. Poor choice, and unfortunately the other side of the story is that there are animal ingredients used in some perfumes, and this is mostly secretions. So that's gross. Even if you don't give a damn about animals, you have to admit that's really gross. One of those animals that are captured for their excretions is the civet. They are small nocturnal mammals native to tropical Asia and Africa. They are also that mammal, you may have heard of them, that does the civet coffee. You may have heard of that rather than their perfume excretions, but basically this poor animal, to fuel the growing demand for civet coffee and perfume, they are being captured using box traps, snares and hunting dogs. Many civets are then sold to civet farm owners. Others are sold to noisy, bustling wildlife markets. After being sold, they are forced to live in small cages. Animals aren't commodities. I can't say this enough. They are living creatures. They can feel pain, they can feel fear. People in this world just really annoy me. There are a lot of different secretion options that can go into perfumes, but it is totally avoidable, and I'm going to share with you guys what perfumes I've bought over the years. Let's start off with Marks and Spencer's. So the lovely British high street store Marks and Spencer's has a lot of cruelty-free and vegan-friendly options. And I'd say the best place to find these are through their website. If you go onto their webpage and go onto the beauty section, whether or not you're looking at makeup, skincare or perfume, I'd recommend looking at their own brand products. So Marks and Spencer's Autograph range, or Rosie for Autograph, which is quite nice. Yeah, so I recommend looking at that. And when you go onto the page, you scroll down and you can find out whether or not it is suitable for vegans. So I'd recommend looking up on the website, then go in store and smell them. Hopefully they will have them in store. It depends on how big your local M&S is, but it's good to go online beforehand just to make sure you know which ones are vegan friendly. Yeah, this is, I think, potentially discontinued. It is the Twiggy perfume, so you know the supermodel. Yeah, so it's out of stock online, and it has been for quite a while because I wanted to recommend it to someone. I haven't smelt it in a while, it's been away. It's a summer fragrance and we're just coming into spring, so I actually do still quite like it. It's quite sweet. I'm in two minds. No, it's a lot more warmer. So I got that one after getting the Rosie for Autograph perfume, and I think this one's a bit more popular. This is quite a summery one. I think there are a few in the range. And this one was just a bit too girly for me, whereas I find that the Twiggy one has a bit more of a sensual, darker, sexy sort of scent to it, a bit warmer. I like my scents quite warm. They do have a few of the Rosie products in the range though, and this is Rosie Huntington Whiteley, by the way, that gorgeous bronzed goddess. I don't think this is the standard one because it's got the flowers on it. I think it might be the summer one. The standard one is also vegan friendly. The standard one costs like £22. So I think that's about the same price as this. It costs about £20. Oh no! You see that? I just literally knocked that off. Oh, a bit embarrassed you had to see that. It's stuck back on, but it's a bit, be gentle with it. Yeah, so the classic Rosie perfume is described as a blend of vintage femininity and contemporary freshness. This one is the Summer Rose one. I haven't used much of it at all. It's now been reduced to £12.50 on Marks and Spencer's website, and I think that's to make way for the new packaged one. I'll probably put this one on my Depop for about £5. This woman's fragrance has a green, airy scent with fruity blossom notes of aromatic blackcurrant and fresh pear that gives way to the floral heart of red rose, jasmine, and lily of the valley. It is a nice floral scent, it just isn't very me. I like mine a bit warmer and spicier, which is going to be completely contradicted by maybe some of the next ones I pull out of here. Comparing these two, I think they're quite similar scents, and I just prefer this one. It is just that bit warmer. Next up, this is a New York brand. They are clean and vegan and cruelty-free. They have just launched in the UK, and they have like 4 signature scents at the moment. So we've got 10 AM Flirt, which is the first one, and that one's just like very fresh. It's kind of meant to be like walking across Central Park and your eyes meeting with a stranger. A little bit of chemistry. It's fresh, flirty and magnetic. I personally found it a bit too fresh and not really sweet enough. Their perfumes are gender neutral. For me, I would like something a bit more sweeter. A lot of people do love it. It just wasn't for me. And then next up we've got Nitro Noir. And I really did like that one, but it's a very much a nightlife one and I do not go out much anymore, so it's just not really for me. It's intoxicating, hypnotic and sensual. It did smell incredible. It's just very, very sexy. Over here you have Sunday Brunch, and this is my favourite. This is the one I have, and it smells really nice and zesty. So it's got like sort of zesty tones to it. It's really uplifting. It has a hint of Earl Grey. So the idea is of that like trendy brunch bar where like your friend opposite you is going for an Earl Grey tea. You and your friends are clinking Bucks Fizzes. It is a vibe. I am very happy to spritz on me, really. And then the last one is Santal Sky. Santal Sky is warm, intimate and serene, so it is kind of the perfume you'd wear to a yoga class, I suppose, or just a dim-litted, chill, laid-back sort of night in, or night out, you know, maybe a jazz bar or something. It's really warm and sensual, so I do really quite like that one as well. I think the only one I didn't like was 10 AM Flair. Yeah, I went to their launch brunch. We got to choose one fragrance each and I chose this one, but I also have a tester pack of them all, which they kindly sent to me, so I have been spritzing them all along, and I do really like the fact that they work on a mood. I'm not a signature fragrance kind of girl. I do believe in aromatherapy, and I do believe in having different scents for different days and different feelings and different seasons and different events. So I really like that about this brand, that they do understand that. But there are still many perks having a signature scent. I just can't commit myself to it. I can't. Next up, we're going to talk about a vegan favourite, which is Eden Perfume. So I have two here. I used to really like them, that they do imitations of very classic perfumes, but they veganize them and they're a lot cheaper. I don't really like the way they just come in bottles like this. I find it really hard to remember what fragrances I have. I think that might even be a reason I don't use them very much. Like even on the bottom of these, I've got 46 and 309. I don't know what they are. I don't find them overly long lasting either. When I bought this one, my boyfriend also bought one, so I had to put a sticker on it just so I remembered it was a girl's one, so that I didn't end up spraying his instead. I think my camera's about to die on me. Anyway, I have found out what shades these are. What shades? What scents? So this one is an imitation of Marc Jacobs Daisy perfume. It is a perfume I always wanted, and it's quite a nice summery scent, but I don't really wear it. And I have obviously worn it quite a lot in the past, but I think I've kind of grown out of it now. It doesn't last all that long, but it is still a nice imitation. And then I've just looked up this one, and this one is an imitation of Ehrling. So it is Jasmine Heaven for jasmine lovers, which is probably why I got in the first place, because I do love jasmine. It's warm and woody, it's a bestseller, suitable for nighttime, and suits women who like strong fragrances. Alternative, cruelty-free vegan equivalent to Alien by Thierry Mugler. It sounds perfect for me, and I do not think I've used it since I bought it. Look at that. That is so bad. That smells really lovely. I really love the smell of that. I'm going to keep hold of this one for a bit longer. I'm going to see. Oh, it's so nice and warm. I understand why I bought it completely, and it smells really strong, and I like a strong fragrance. So I'm going to keep hold of this for a bit longer. I actually know what it is now. Maybe I'll use it going forward. That's actually really... Oh, I love that. And I've had that for probably about a year. Whatever, let's move on. So here are a couple of Pacifica scents that I have. And here I have Island Vanilla Perfume. Absolutely hated it when I first got given this by my dad for Christmas. And yet I grew to love it. So it does actually smell like vanilla, and at first I thought, I don't really want to smell like a cupcake. However, since then, I have grown to like it. Yeah, it just lingers really well for the whole day. And I remember once I wore it and a shop assistant told me that I smelled incredible. And then I've got the Tahitian Gardenia perfume, which I thought I'd love a bit more. I think I wanted to be the girl that would like to smell like this, but I'm not that girl. It's a sweet, smooth and slightly citrusy aroma that is reminiscent of jasmine, sweet orange and tea leaves. I think I can smell too much of those tea leaves. It's It is quite nice actually. I feel like it is a holiday sort of scent, you know, when you're going to a beach cafe for lunch, in the evenings when you've got that kind of low-key boho beach thing going on. I don't think I'd be able to rock it much in the UK though. This is probably what I meant about earlier when I said it smelled like what I wanted to be but not who I am, and I think that is because I want to be over there in Hawaii on a beach rather than in London in the rain. I think that is why I haven't worn a lot of that, but it's actually a really nice scent. I did not like the first spritz though. That did not smell nice. I did not like it. I think probably the tea tree came in too strong. I know these also come as roller points and tins. I've had the tin before and I found it very, very underwhelming, so I would not recommend the tins. And the roller balls are nice on the go, but not as pungent as these. We are on to my favourites. That is Lush. I have quite a few Lush perfumes and I find that they linger like crazy. It will be put on start of day, end of day at work, I can still smell myself and I smell great. I think the problem a lot of people have with Lush perfumes is that they have very distinct unisex perfumes. So there are a lot of them that I really do not like, whereas many ranges really do just try to be very sweet, very people pleasing, whereas Lush just, they have different scents. They smell different on different people. But here we have my newest purchase, which is Amelia May. She is my spring fling basically. She does smell a bit like a garden. Oh, I really like it. I really like it, but it smells better on my skin, I think, than in the bottle. One of my favourite things about Lush is that they do limited edition perfumes. So if you keep an eye on their website and, you know, search every now and again, they will let you know when they're doing limited edition ones, and they're quite seasonal as well. Oh, next up we have my absolute favourite. I think if I could only wear one perfume ever again, which would be really tough, it would probably be this one, and it is Cardamom Coffee. As you can see, this one's nearly run out and it just smells like a really lovely spiced latte. So the second summer's over, probably around like September, October, I start spritzing this on and it is really lovely and sultry. Yeah, the coffee scent isn't overpowering. I don't smell like someone spilled coffee over me. I just really, really love it. I think this one lasted me 2 autumn Christmases. I'll have to get a new one at the end of this year, but I'm not going to really wear this again until September, October. Next up, we have Sicken Girls, and it is really nice. It's another jasmine scented perfume. They call it exotic and seductive. This is my perfume when I'm going out. You know when you're dressed up and you're just feeling your sexiest, or if I've got, say, a belly dance show, or yeah, just a lovely night out, this will be my fragrance. But sometimes just an office day when you feel like you've really done your makeup well, you're feeling like your hair's on point and you're just like, you know what, I'm a Sicken girl today. A warm and exotic floral with a veiled allure of jasmine. The overt sensuality of jasmine is demurely covered in this perfume, creating a subtly seductive fragrance with a hint of come hither. I love it, I love it. I think that Sicken Girls and Lust is probably the 2 perfumes to probably start with when it comes to Lush perfumes. I think they're just very feminine and sensual, so I really recommend them. My last one from Lush is Yognog. This one is a festive limited edition and it smells a bit like a crunchy. It's not for everyone, but I really love it, and it's kind of like cardamom coffee. I wouldn't wear it all year round, but sometimes I just want to smell a little bit sweet, a little bit festive. Oh my god, it smells like cinder toffee. It smells incredible. I really, really love it. Yognog and this vanilla perfume from Pacifica are my only sweet ones, and I don't often feel like it. I could not wear them every day, but sometimes I just do, and the way that they linger on, you just smell delicious. That is my perfume collection. Yeah, I hope I've given you a bit more of an idea of how to shop for vegan perfumes. They're not too expensive, but I think it just depends on what sort of scents you want. I think that Lush do linger the most, but they're not really for everyone. I think you really have to be alright with standing out from the crowd or really giving things a go, but their descriptions online really paint a beautiful picture and it makes shopping online a lot better. I'm really impressed by this brand, but I have only had this for about a week. I do like the fact that the bottle's opaque. It maybe doesn't look as nice on your shelf, but it means that sunlight can't damage the fragrance. Pacifica, do you know what? I go for a love-hate through some of these. I think some of their fragrances smell really tacky, but I also think they smell really bad when they're first spritzed. If you do try these out, spritz maybe 2, 1 on each wrist, walk away and come back. So yeah, give them a chance. I do go for a love and hate through these, and that's probably because of that first spritz. I think M&S is a really nice high street brand. It's got very familiar, easygoing fragrances. I think they are better quality than Eden perfumes. I wouldn't overly recommend them. I don't think they last too long, but I might eat my words now that I try Alien, which is a more stronger fragrance, and I think I do like some stronger fragrances. M&S, yeah, and they look quite cute on your shelf. So thank you for watching. I hope you feel better equipped now going out and buying yourself a vegan perfume. That's it from me. Like, share, subscribe, and follow me online on Vegan Beauty Girl if you are interested in vegan beauty, which I imagine you are if you're still here. Yeah, until next time, bye!